ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ jùmọ̀ kọ orin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwa ni ògo adúláwọ̀. Ìwọ ni, ẹ̀yin ni, àwa ni. Olúwa ṣeun. Àwa lógo adúláwọ̀ o. Regardless of what anybody is telling you, we are the pride of the black people. Àwa ni ògo adúláwọ̀. Regardless the lie anybody wants to tell you, regardless of whether you want to believe it, you want to be made to believe it, you want to believe it, or you don't want to believe it. Ẹ̀yin, èmi, àwa ni ògo adúláwọ̀. Ní alẹ́ yìí, a máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn nǹkan kan tàbí méjì. Ẹ má bínú pé mi ò tíì ṣojú ara mi. Ṣe wọlé some few minutes ago ni. That's why it's like that. I'm sorry. It's not out of disrespect, but it's out of necessity. That is why it's like that. Lálẹ́ ìbákan náà, bàbá wa Alex Ajala, wọ́n máa wà ní ìkàlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa. Ó ti tó bí ọjọ́ méjì ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tí ẹ ti ń béèrè bàbá Ajala ńkọ́. Ìjọ́ táwọn bá ráyè, mi ò ní ráyè. Ìjọ́ tí ń bá ráyè, àwọn ò ní ráyè. Because we both work. And we have to work. Because if you don't work, we're not supposed to eat. You're not supposed to eat. Baba is an age person, but about that, I'm not label. Because my borrowing Baba di enter pé Baba burú gan. Wọ́n ní sọ fún yín Baba burú gan. Baba ayọ́ngẹ́ ni Baba o. Ẹ jẹ́ under 35 ló ràn lára Baba o. So ẹ̀yin mọ́mí wa, ẹ̀yin dáàdì wa, ẹ má fi Baba ṣeré o. Nítorí pé tí Baba bá ń bọ̀ lódò báyìí, gbogbo ọmọge máa ń yọwọ́ ọ̀ṣẹ́ ni wọ́n á ní èmi ni kò gbà, èmi ni kò mú, ìwọ ni mo gbà, ìwọ ni máa. Orin tó máa ń kọ́ Baba Ajala ń ta ni o. And when I'm talking about these girls, they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women. The reason I'm saying this is because I won't be able to say all this nonsense I'm saying. So don't mind me. It's all crap and nonsense. But kinto fi ojú bàbá hàn, ẹ jẹ́ kí a yin Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè. Ọba tó jẹ́ ká rí ìmọ́lẹ̀ ọjọ́ òní, tó jẹ́ ká wà láyé ká máa bẹ bí ọ̀bẹ níbẹ̀ṣù ní dédé àsìkò yìí. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa pé ẹ̀ ń bá faradà. Ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé gbogbo ìgbàlẹ̀ ń wá wa tí ẹ ò rí wa. Ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run dá mi sí, ó dẹ́yìn sí, ó dá wa sí, ó dá gbogbo wa sí. Àwọn tí wọ́n ti kú tí wọ́n ti lọ, a fi yọ̀ wọ́n. Kì í ṣe pé àwa mọ̀ ṣe jù wọ́n lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n ohun gbogbo wà lọ́wọ́ Olúwa. wá ṣe owó olúwa nìkan wà lọ́wọ́ àwa yẹn pàápàá nítorí pé Ọlọ́run wá fún wa ní nǹkan tí wọ́n pè ní free will. If you look after your health, you're going to pambe. Like they said, as you lay your bed, as you sleep on it. If you don't look after your health, you're looking for trouble. That is why the herbal remedy thing comes in. More things and more things and more things are surfacing, and you won't believe it. You won't believe how many things are surfacing right from the factory of herbal remedy, and everything is verifiable. We verify everything we do. But that is not why we're here now. Why we're here is to talk about steadfastness, dedication, wisdom. ETC is the key. It is the absolute key to everything we're doing. That is the absolute key. I'm going to mute my microphone a little bit. Uncle, I am on a show. I hope you can hear me. I've started the show already. No, me, since we can introduce show ni simulative briefly. We're gonna finish in about 2 hours or so, yeah. She test it woni test it bo she wo na. Okay, eje ka she show to me ati yan so ta ba she show to sir. She was no problem at all, sir. I will. She was sir. You see, these people, you guys are my family. I cannot ignore any one of you under any circumstances. I can't. I'm not allowed to. If I do, God will be hungry, and I don't want God to be hungry. So lale, muni baba wa ni kale, àwọn ni ajo ma fi ọ̀rọ̀ jomi tó rọrọ̀ lórí ìdúró ṣinṣin. Ìmọ̀ Yoruba dedication no. Ìfọkànṣe. Ìmọ̀ Yoruba wisdom o. Ọgbọ́n àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ni àfìlìjà àjàbọ́. Nítorí ìdí èyí mo ṣe mú bàbá Àjàlá wá pé káàkùn tí ẹjọ́ fún ọ̀rọ̀ jomi tó rọrọ̀. Kájọ fi kùnlùkùn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yin, pẹ̀lú àwa, kájọ gbogbo ẹ̀wò, kájọ gbé kájẹ yírí ẹ̀wò. Kájọ wo bó ṣe yẹ kó rí àti bí ó ṣe yẹ kó rí. Nítorí pé àwọn kankan ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́jọ́ mẹ́ta ìsí mi pàápàá fúnra mi tí ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó yà mí lẹ́nu nítorí pé díẹ̀ nínú ọmọkùnrin kò tó rárá. Díẹ̀ nínú ọmọkùnrin tó dẹ̀ tó ní pé if you want to be Oshaka, be Oshaka. If you want to be Oshoko, be Oshoko. If you don't understand that, I can translate both. If you want to bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kíni Yoruba Oshaka, I don't know. Àbí kíni Yoruba Oshoko. Tí bá fẹ́ jẹ́ Oshaka, jẹ́ Oshaka. Tí bá fẹ́ jẹ́ Oshoko, jẹ́ Oshoko. Whatever you want to do, make sure you put dedication, steadfastness, wisdom of God into it, and you will excel. Same thing applies to Yoruba nation. Until taba dúró ṣinṣin, taba fi ọkàn ṣe, tá fọkàn ṣe gbogbo ọkàn wa, gbogbo agbára wa, all our might, all our power, all our effort. If you put into it and canvass the others, you will find out that things works and things will work out. But unfortunately, there's still so many people who thinks this is a joke. And there's still so many people who wants this agitation to continue forever and ever so that they can keep ATM the people in the diaspora. And it's not going to happen. That's why some people say, it's heritage that put this program down. They're not going to get involved because it's heritage. What has that got to do with you if it's heritage? It's a way out. Some people say they cannot get involved with raising money for a Igbo lawyer because it's heritage raising the money. Okay, it means you don't love Igbo yourself. But it's a shame. Complete shame. Thank God. Nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run bá máa ṣe, Ọlọ́run bá máa ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbé bàbá wa wọlé, bàbá wa àtàtà, àlejò wa pàtàkì, ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fẹ́, ẹni tí Ọlọ́run yàn, ẹni tí Ọlọ́run yọ́nú sí, ẹni tí Ọlọ́run dùn sí, nítorí pé gbogbo ìgbà ni bàbá máa ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n máa ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ gidi ṣí mi létí. Ìṣí tí àwọn àgbà ni máa ń pè é. Ṣùgbọ́n bàbá Àjàlá ní kí n má pa àwọn alágbà pé ọ̀dọ́ ni àwọn. Mo dẹ̀ ròyìn wọn fún yín pé bàbá Àjàlá burú gan lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Bọ́n ṣe burú tó èmi kan mo lè jẹ́rìí sí àwọn ló máa bóyá tí àwọn bá paradé bóyá àwọn á wá testify bí bàbá ṣe burú tó. But we might not even go that route. But we just need to know exactly. You cannot fault this man, Baba Jala. Very, very humble, very, very dedicated, very, very reasonable. He must not really want, because when I look at everything that he's been doing, I'm marveled to say, how can a man this old be doing so much for us? How can he have so much wisdom as well? So much wisdom. And when I mean wisdom, I seriously mean wisdom, because this man has a lot of wisdom. A lot. When I mean wisdom, he has a lot of wisdom. I don't know how, I don't know where he get them from, but I think I can advise you on how this man gets there. How he got there is that he reads and reads and reads and reads. Even at this age, he's still acquiring knowledge. And he keeps saying to me, knowledge is wisdom, boy. He's the only one that call me boy. Nobody else call me boy. Baba Jala is the only one that call me boy. He says, knowledge is wisdom, boy. You need to equip yourself. If you don't equip yourself, you're wasting your time. So let's go to Alex Ajala, who is going to say hello to you guys in his own word. I don't know what I mean by his own word, because it's his own word. He's going to use his own mouth to say hello. Baba, ekalesa.
Ekaleo.
Ekudede àsìkò sá.
Àwọn tó bá wọ̀ lórí ìtàgé tẹlifíṣàn àti rédíò Ade Thomas, the Heritage TV. A TV channel that gives the truth as it is. So I'm also trying to contribute to that truth. And I thank him for letting me come on today again. Mo kí gbogbo yín ní gbogbo àgbáyé, àwọn tó ń sùn lọ́wọ́, àwọn tó ń ṣẹ̀jì, àwọn tó ń lọ síbi iṣẹ́. Ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn tó wà ní Japan tó dà pé aago 9 ló ti lù lọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó wà ń bẹ̀, tàbí Australia. Gbogbo wọn, mo mọ̀ pé inú á bí wọn pé wọn ò mọ̀ pé máa come on lónìí. Wọ́n má bínú, wọ́n á rí gbọ́ tán bá tune sí Facebook later. Mo kí gbogbo yín, mo tún kí yín sí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ní gbogbo àgbáyé, Yorùbá people worldwide. Àwọn tó wà ní Australia, Brazil, Mexico, àwọn Yorùbá funfun tó wà ní Mexico, Cuba, àwọn the Caribbean Islands, gbogbo everywhere in West Africa. Àwọn ọmọ wa tó yẹ pé ìlú wọn tó ń jẹ́ Yorùbá, Ivory Coast ni wọ́n, jẹ́ pé ìran wọn bóyá láti Èjìgbò àbí Ẹdẹ náà ti ṣí lọ bẹ̀ many years, 200-300 years ago, before the amalgamation of our territory, which is part of West Africa then. And I want to open this by just reading something briefly from some of my scripts, which is all over the place. Ẹgbà Ọlọ́run, ṣé rí ìlú tán pè Nàìjíríà yẹn? Mo ní ìlú, kì í ṣe orílẹ̀-èdè. Mo ń tẹnu mọ́ ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe program, ẹ̀yin media tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe program Yorùbá, ẹjọ́ tẹ́ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Nàìjíríà, ẹ má máa pè lórílẹ̀-èdè. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ náà bá jókòó tẹ́ ronú wò, tẹ́ bá ní orílẹ̀-èdè, Nàìjíríà kì í ṣe orílẹ̀-èdè. Orílẹ̀-èdè ni àwọn tó bá jẹ́ kan náà, tó ń ṣèdè kan náà, tó jẹ́ pé orísun kan náà ti wá, ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ kan náà ni wọ́n. Bọ́ ṣe ń wọṣọ, bọ́ ṣe ń ṣòkú, bọ́ ṣe ń bímọ, tó ń sọmọ lórúkọ, ìkan náà ni wọ́n. Ìyẹn náà ń pè lórílẹ̀-èdè. Jack Straw, one of the former foreign secretaries under Blair, in his first speech ní European Union meetings of foreign secretaries, in his first paragraph, he defined it clearly. It's everywhere in anthropological studies. And unfortunately, some of the things tí à ń ṣe síra wa, màá tún mú ọ̀rọ̀ lọ síwájú tá a bá ń sọ lọ báyìí. Ó ní nations are built on the basis of a people of a common ancestral origin, language, culture, tradition, way of life, dressing modes, and all other things that I've mentioned earlier. Does that exist in Nigeria? Ẹ rí picture àwọn èèyàn wa, ìkan á wọ àwọn aṣọ funfun, wá di aṣọ mọ́ra, ọ̀ wá wọ kíní àwọn míì wá wé láwàní, àwa á dẹ̀ wọ agbádá àti ṣòkòtò tá à ń pè bàǹtẹ́. Á wọ kíní bàtà idẹ sí táwọn èèyàn wá fọwọ́ hun, ìyẹn tó bá jẹ́ bí olóyè tàbí ẹni tó lówó tó jẹ́ gbájúmọ̀ tàbí ẹni tó ní dúkìá. Ẹ ṣáà rí gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń pè. Ṣé mo lè kọjá òde Ọya kí n sọ fún àwọn tán wà lókè lọ́run pé ṣé gbájúmọ̀ ni ẹ́? Ṣé wọ́n máa understand nǹkan? Ṣé ó máa yé wọn? Would they understand what I'm saying? Even as at one time ní 57 táwọn èèyàn wa kan sọ̀rọ̀ tán sọ pé enlightened Nigerians. As at that time, less than 2% of the people did not understood the English language. Whereas, as at that time in Western region, more than 70% were very literate in English language. Wọ́n dẹ̀ gbédè Yorùbá náà. Àwọn ọmọ wọn sọ èdè Yorùbá nulẹ̀, kì í ṣe bí ìsìn tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwa tá a kàwé sódì tá a máa sọ pé ọmọ wa ò gbọ́ Yorùbá nínú ilẹ̀ wa ní ta ìwà trap sínú Nàìjíríà. Wà á dẹ́kọ̀ wà á gbọ́ àwọn tán máa sọ pé ọmọ wọn, wà á tún dé gúre míì wà á sọ pé ọmọ mi ò gbọ́ Yorùbá. Ẹ fẹ́ ṣépè sọ̀rọ̀ ayé nìyẹn. Yá fi gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lẹ̀. There's one great thing that is facing us now, ignorance. The ignorance of what to do. And that is, who are we in the first place? Are we really Nigerians? When did Nigeria come on board into the world stage? At some point in 1898, there was a possibility of a war in West Africa over the control of the River Niger basin. But they decided to stop it by concluding a diplomatic wrangle that lasted 8 years, from 1890 to 1898. As at that time, the word Nigeria had emerged, courtesy of the word, not country, had emerged, courtesy of Lugard's girlfriend, who was listening to the arguments of the construction and designing of the boundaries that was going to become Nigeria. I'll show this book. It's a research book which states clearly. Let me focus it. Coming. Diplomacy of Petition, Britain and France, the creation of Nigeria, 1890 to 1898. And the author, a lady, Claire Hitchfield. Let me focus it. You see, it details out that each of them were trying to have a sphere of influence in West Africa. And at some point, the French had taken and signed treaties with the Obas of Igboho and up to the chiefs in Lokoja and up to the southern part of Borno. So if you know the map of Nigeria, that middle section could have been a French territory and we could have had nothing to do with the Fulanis. But for the fact that the British were very smart in defeating the French diplomatically, it could have gone into war. You can find out. That's just one part I want to remind us. There's no joy in trying to promote Nigeria at the expense of your home people, your nation, your group of kingdoms, the Yoruba group of kingdoms. We are not a tribe. We are a group of kingdoms, a nationality of the first class. We are àwọn tó ń pè ní ènìyàn. tó ń la àwọn èèyàn lójú but ó dàbẹ̀ ń pa àwa ti fọ́jú ń sìn, and which is sad. We should wake up. We should not be walking blind. Is it because of the money we are taking at the federal level? I looked at the analysis. Some of our senators earn more than 10 times some of the ministers in Europe and America. Is that what is tying you down from seeing the truth that you don't belong to Nigeria? The lie about unity, where is the unity? Tẹ́ bá fèdè yín sọ, tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ ẹ lè lọ sọ fún Igbo pé ìkan náà ni wá, ṣé wọ́n máa gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ sọ? These are the things I've been trying to make us understand. There's no point in keeping a territory that is destroying our future collectively. That's exactly what I told the Adoba hero when he sent Nnamdi Kanu to me in London in year 2001, or year 2000 to be specific. After we did a publication of our book, which I think is nearby me, I could show that to you. Oh, no, it's far off. It's far off. We published a book then, and we distributed it right around Nigeria, and 100 copies were sent to major countries of the world, talking about the fact that if Nigeria continues to exist in the near future, which is now, will become a very impossible place to govern. And the only solution is for the different people to go their separate ways and start developing according to their vision, wishes, and dreams, and according to their own efforts. And that is what we are preaching that will happen. We will collectively develop separately and cooperate, rather than lying that we are one people. We are not one people. We are one. A translator, we are one. I don't even know. How will the Hausa Fulani person say we are one? Do I know? You see where I'm stuck. That's why I always say I'm still a student. I'm trying to learn. And I'm trying to learn with you. Wake up every Yoruba person worldwide. And I'm talking to all Yorubas, those of them who have left the shores of Africa about 300 years ago by force. Wake up to see the reality that your children in West Africa are messing up their future. And thereby, it comes to a stage that we may not exist anymore if we continue lying to each other that we have a Nigeria to hold on to. We don't have a Nigeria to hold on to. Look at what the United Nations Deputy Secretary had made some people to go and be campaigning that Nigeria may snap. Snap? It's not snapping. It's already snapped. Where's the peace in Nigeria? Where even the Defense Academy was attacked and some senior officers were killed. I'm yet to hear from the federal level any reaction to that. I've been asking questions that I cannot really answer. Did the president say anything about this mayhem, this dastardly act? Those of you listening, I don't know if you heard the president saying anything about it. Like I said, I'm also a student like you. We are learning together. It is sad. One thing most of us should know, there's already a reality which I'm going to publish very soon before the 1st of October. The reality is that Niger and Nigeria have become one. We are not trying to accept it, in those of us in the south. Right from the time the borders were closed in the south, the borders in the north were not closed because that was the other country. So the borders of Nigeria closed is the borders outside Nigeria, which makes up Niger, maybe boundary with Libya and with Mali. So we have extended because we are already budgeting for them in our parliament. You all know this. I don't know why we are still hell-bent on trying to say that there's no truth in our demand to dissolve that country called Nigeria. Except if you want to have emirates and all our Obas, they all need becoming an emir, and the Alafin also becoming an emir. Is that what we want?
Or
It's
maybe
the
they're
most
going to get
probable
disposed.
thing. If we, yes, because there will be no Oni or emir or Oni or Alafin or Obas. The group of kingdoms that has survived over 10,063 years to get dissolved all because of our ignorance. What are we chasing? Chasing the shadow of a Nigeria that has nothing to do with our future? Chasing the shadows of a Nigeria that denies Lagos of electricity and water supply and connectivity of railway all these years that should have been done in the 50s, starting with Balewa's actions? Some of you tend to say I was the good man. I don't reckon with that, because I read some of the development projects of Nigeria from 1951 to 1960. The program was that Lagos by now should have had a good network of metro lines. Is there any metro line in Lagos now? All those records have been burnt. I was trying to, I read them as a primary school boy. I was happy that when I get to Lagos, I went and where is it? Oh. And even the so-called railway that has been constructed, and when it drives by, the market women will now put their wares back on the track. Is it done in Europe or America? Is that what you call civilization? I'm begging all of us to open up our eyes. Don't let the Yoruba race die, because we're on the verge of a very critical decision. Do not let Yoruba race die in our ignorance that I'm from Gidi. Like some, I used to wonder, what's Gidi? Or Niger? What is Niger? Sincerely, that was, it troubled me many years back. I said, where are we going to? And if you go to the north, you will never hear any one of them saying Gidi or Niger. They don't reckon with all your effort in trying to protect Niger. All they are busy about is how to make use of Niger for their own benefit. Do you think it is just ordinary that Lagos doesn't have electricity? The plants have been there for a long time. Do you think it is just ordinary that Lagos had no water supply? The water supply from Onyo Dam that should have been connected way back in the 80s, has it been completed? Yet some of our young men were commissioned to write some rubbish about the fact that the dam was full of trichomoniasis, of disease and all that. If a body of water is left languid and unused, what happens? A lot of things happen on it. It was supposed to supply water to about 3,000 hectares of land that was supposed to have been developed along that belt. Hasn't been done. But whereas similar dams in the north have been used to irrigate land, and maybe some of the tomatoes all of us open our mouth to eat in Lagos, some of them maybe have been injected with some poisonous things. I'm saying that because it's true. Sometimes people died of eating beans from the area. What did we do? We keep on keeping. Lagos in the past, when I knew it, was getting all its fresh fruit and vegetable from Idogo. And that was when Railway Dogo was established. Was part of the network that was built in the 1900s. Brings fresh fruit and to Ido and distributed to the island and other parts of Lagos. Idogo is still there. The land is still there. Why are the governments of Lagos and Ogun State not doing anything about it? Or even the waters of Onyo Dam. And unfortunately, the Onyo Dam has a 9 megawatt electricity capability. It is unused since 1984. Then we sit down there, we'll be shouting, Niger, I'm going to be the next president. I'm going to be the next senator. While your land is dying gradually around you. And in the process, we build houses with high fences, protecting ourselves against ourselves. That's the meaning. Creating massive prison yards called homes. And you are reversing out, you'll be reversing backwards or maybe forward into a major road. Maybe some unfortunate young men might attack you. It's happened over and over. Is that the kind of life we will continue to live? I'm sorry, I've lost some friends in that kind of situation. It shouldn't be happening. How many high-fence homes do we have in Europe and America? We are missing the track. We should come back home to develop our nation, the Yoruba nation, the Yoruba group of kingdoms, and divide it up into developmental areas. And one of the major things, because we are suffering just like after the second, I would consider that we are in a state of war now. And when that war finishes, and when we start a new nation, some major upheavals has to happen in terms of development. And that is free health service immediately, free education, and water supply to homes. That will be followed by electricity, roads, and railway development. We have to restructure our land. Our people should build it. And we'll have a central trust fund account where we will be taking money to develop. All those of us who are rich enough will put it in as a bond that will forever for their families or use to the development of our homeland. That's what we want. And that's what Professor Banji Akintoye also wants. We discussed this. He's my teacher. I'm begging all of us, don't let us lose track. There's nothing in 2023 for the Yoruba race. Now, I had some Obas had decided to say what did they usually, sanction or can somebody help me? What word do they use to use their political lies? We all support whatever they call it. My good friend Tinubu as the person to contest the election for 2023. The question is, we are lying to each other. Do you think there will be that fervor and that great cacophony of Buhari Loleshe in the north for Tinubu Loleshe? Why are we lying to each other? There will be no such thing. Why don't we come back, retrace ourselves? There's no future for us in Nigeria anymore. No matter who you present, either the Oshibaju, the North will never vote for him. They already have an agenda. We keep on trying to ignore those facts. The agenda is they want to make Nigeria an Islamic nation. It's been planned over 200 years ago, where Mohammed Bello hinted Clapperton that he wanted the assistance of the Queen of the English with some guns to conquer the land of the infidels and dip the Quran into the sea. And the big lie was, and hand it over to the Queen. That's what a big lie. You know what Lugard said in 1919 when he was finishing his papers, which he called the Amalgamation Document Report? Amalgamation Document Report. The original document was a letter patent signed by Lord Harcourt, Lord Viscount Harcourt, who gave the name to Port Harcourt. I will say that again. And how did it happen? Lugard was happy that Lord Harcourt signed the letter patent in September 1913. He submitted it May 9, 1913. By September, he had reviewed it. And when they reviewed it, Mr. Satsky, one of the colonial officers in the colonial office in London, said that this thing was a dangerous thing they were trying to do. But it was too late. You know why it was too late? They did not want to lose the piece of estate to the French, because they had won the diplomatic battle against the French and they wanted to keep it as their own trading post. And to appease the French, they allowed French companies to trade in their trading post. Some of us are old enough to remember the SCOA and CFAO. Remember, they are French companies. That was the appeasement for losing that piece of estate called Nigeria. It was not a nation. But before they settled to start to trade, people started to take the flag of nationalism. On what did our forefathers create the place? I just showed you the analysis of the creation. It took them 8 whole years to decide the boundaries that finally became Nigeria. And the French now took the drier upper north of it, which was the second Nigeria, and which I'm emphatically telling all of us. There are two Nigerias created as at that time, the French Nigeria and the English Nigeria. So not to complicate mapping and others, international information, they called the IA from theirs. So that became Niger, Republic of Niger. That's the genesis of those two names. So what's our pride? Somebody created a trading post and you are shouting, I'm a patriotic Nigerian, I will die for Nigeria. What Nigeria? Sometimes when I hear it when I was young, I just feel my mind, my soul chunks, because my grandfather had told me about this, and maybe he is the one who made it possible that I decided to start finding out why that place should not exist. I keep on saying I can debate this anywhere in the world. That place should not exist because it's destroying collectively both the Yorubas, the Hausas, and the Igbos, because we are lying to each other. We are never developing. We have intellectuals, 1,000 PhDs all over, 1,000 engineers, 1,000 whatever it is. What are they doing? They are working in foreign countries, developing them. What are we doing in Africa? Nothing. What are we doing in West Africa? Where we have a country called Nigeria trapped into this melee of continuous bloodletting and low-intensity warfare. That's what is happening. And now you find that even the current upstage of that intensity warfare had resulted in even the head of state addressing the country in his own language at some point. And the Attorney General also addressing the country in his own language. He was accommodating the rest of the country that they have just created, which we are ignoring, that is the people in Niger. That was why he spoke that language. That's a fact. So he couldn't have spoken in English language because they will not understand. The common language they will understand is the common language amongst them, right across the border in the north. So the rest of us don't belong. And that's why some of our officers have been gradually being picked up in the army and murdered. And then a replacement is usually from their own side. Are we ignoring these facts to chase the shadows of a 2023 election? I'm begging once more, let us wake up. The reality is staring at us in the face. Let us wake up.
Baba, can I ask you one question?
Yes.
What is missing in here is the 3 subjects missing: steadfastness, dedication, and wisdom. Are they all missing in all this scenario by us ignoring these people?
That is the fact. The steadfastness of understanding the problem we face the lackadaisical, sorry I used that word. The not, is it nonchalant? I don't like to use this word. I want people to understand me. The carefree, that's better. The carefree attitude of most of us does not allow us to develop a level of steadfastness, dedication, and the wisdom to understand what is happening. We ignore it. Kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀, eré náà ń ṣe, election ló kàn, and because a few thousand naira is distributed amongst you, that's the end of it. Do you know what? A people do not feel for themselves, who only feel for the stomach, for the little pennies they are going to get during what I would call an upheaval of a lie of a campaign for an election. When it dies down, then another ebbs and flow like the sea waves that signifies nothing when it splashes off. It comes with their fury, with so much noise that Shakespeare would call it sound and fury, and splashing and signifying nothing. Don't let us be like that. I have some friends of mine who, when I talk to them and they will say, oh, I have a PhD in political science. It's not theory that is we are facing now. It is not about Dexter or John Locke or the theory of equality. It's the reality of a people being subsumed by a wave of a people who are hell-bent on destroying them, and we are ignoring that fact. It's not theory, it's the practicality of the actions. I understand some of them are trying to appeal to our people. We should take heed, we should not take action. Can you not tell me that little child that was split into 1,000 parts? That's a soul. To me, a soul destroyed is a nation destroyed. Do our leaders ignore these facts? Is it because it's not one of their children that has happened to? Anyone, just like the case of Igboho and anyone who died in the South, it is us all who died. Even though we are still breathing, we all died. We don't have wisdom. And the same thing I've been saying. Let us wake up. Any one of us that have been murdered, if the young pilot, that young lady, brilliant pilot that was murdered, have you had the case taken to court of those people who said they reversed at high speed in a place that is supposed to be 5 kilometers an hour route with ridges across the road in a military barracks? Or the recent pilot that was murdered in his home? Many others, they'll be picking off many of our people one by one, yet some of our people have been giving money to say, we don't want Yoruba nation, we want Nigeria. Ṣé bàbá wọn ló dá Nigeria lẹ̀ ni? Is it our forefathers' property? Nigeria was just created as a trading post. It has served its purpose, and when they were going, they won in 1953. There is the presence of the British that is keeping Nigeria together. Let it be known. What did we do? They were warning, if we go, what are you going to do? Is it this English language that you don't understand, that you are going to be speaking across each other's boundaries? Look at the ridicule, which most people think it was nationalism. It is not nationalism. It is subservience. during those years, I used to listen. I said, why do people have to go to Kano or Jos for their national conference? Did the NPC come to the South to do their own national conference? No. Action Group, Jos, SNC, maybe Kano or Kaduna. You slaving yourself, trying to prove what? You have proved nothing. All those political leaders in the South have not proved anything for the future of their people they are leading. Did any time, like I said, I'm a student, can anybody tell me, anytime the NPC came to the South for their national convention, that's what the beautiful name they call it, National Convention. I was young in primary school, I said, convention, I'll go. You see, there was this Oliphant dictionary. What's the meaning of convention? There's the Yoruba dictionary in those days too. I will go and look into the Yoruba. Convention. Wọ́n lè wá láti ọ̀nà tó jìnnà. Wọ́n wá dé síbẹ̀. Wọ́n wá dé sí àwọn ilé tó ń pè ní hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì. Wọ́n sanwó. A mockery of themselves. That's what I say. And these others will just be looking at them. What kind of convention? Are you trying to convince us that you are part of us? Then how many of our people are in your convention? There's one tokenism of a northern Hausa man who was in the NCNC, top NCNC man. After he died, there was no other person. Go and check the records. It was a tokenism. Not to say they are avoiding nationalism. They were just testing the waters. Just like the time they started the Falaye's abduction. I wrote to some of the leaders, is this how we are going to keep quiet when they are testing the grounds that they could easily arrest some of the leaders and ask for ransom? He could have been killed. He was released by orders from the center. And you know all of them carry this shortwave radio. Radio Kaduna is still transmitting shortwave radio. That's what caused them to arm right across the north. The shortwave radio in the south was cancelled as at independence. And that's why you now find that each state was struggling to have a FM radio to cover their states. And then maybe some overlap, so that you are not educated about the future of your people. There are many things we have ignored and we accepted, which we shouldn't have. A long time past, we should have decided to go our separate ways. From 57. Prof also said that to me, that on second thought, we should have gone our separate way. By now, Western region should have been celebrating 67 years of free health service. No, 68 years of free health education. Last year was 67. When Britain started its free health service in 1958, we started ours in 1954. And health is wealth. Do we have that now in Nigeria or in Yoruba land?
Capital,
I was
no.
lucky to have part of it. I was lucky. Maybe that's why my presenter always makes a jest of me that I'm looking like 35 or 40. That was the ability of the free health service we enjoyed. Every Friday we'll be short of being commanded, Dr. Tideo Elogbogunyi. But during the week, the dispensary in their local area was working. If you had to buy legbo wa lọ síbẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ dá àwọn oògùn tó dá tó bá ní egbò kan tí ó dàbẹ̀ pé kò ní sàn. Wọ́n á kàn fi kíní blue kan sí òkúta ni wọ́n á lọ. Wọ́n á fi sí ojú ẹ̀. Before you know it, before it even time á ti gbẹ. Àpá ló máa rí ńjọ́ kejì. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ yún ọ̀ ẹ̀sùn máa túbẹ̀ sí ṣèjẹ́. It was the joy of living. What are new generation children enjoying? Nothing. Is it all just the music they are running about? They don't even know how to plant tomato in their backyard. That time, each of us had little gardens. Any backyard you have a soil, you have to plant something. We were never hungry. There were no beggars in Western region in those days until the late 60s and 70s. Is that a good inheritance? We mortgage our future into becoming part of Nigeria. That's what I would say. We mortgage it. We thought we were Africans. We shout some terms, Pan-Africanism. What language we would use in carrying Pan-Africanism to an end goal? I don't say we shouldn't have an African Union where we could maybe cooperate in terms of trade and others. Have we developed it? With the so-called African Union, as at some years, up to about late 70s, if you want to phone, if you are at the border of Nigeria and Benin Republic, you carry your phone on the Nigerian side. When you dial, you have to dial through the PBS to Lagos, transfer to London, and then from London to Paris, and to Paris to West Africa is a connection, and to yet I'm looking at the phone. One phone on the table of the other man across the border. These are fast. Is that an African Union? The things we have to do is that each individual, we really need to redefine our roots. The countries we have in Africa now are not African countries. They are European countries abandoned, trading posts that were abandoned in the name of independence, and we now take it over, took the baton, and we are continuing what I would call a pseudo colonial system. We haven't had independence. We almost had one in Western region, but we refused. Western region was highly regarded, even by our colonial masters. I would say it. I'm not ashamed to say that. They were our masters anyway, because we are speaking their language. But luckily, when we were learning, we were allowed to learn our language with it, even though by the time we were getting to secondary school, things were changing. It became don't speak vernacular. But I was one of those who was fined every time for speaking vernacular. I didn't mind. I always beg my mom to give me extra pennies because I'm going to be fined for speaking vernacular. And then I may not have enough money to buy my akara and gari. And then I always say, maybe that's why I didn't get taller, for spending my money to protect my language instead of eating. You see, the joy of living as a person is in achievement. It's not in lying to yourself that you are part of somebody you don't know. You can cooperate with him, but separately. That's exactly what I told some of the leaders in the North when they came looking for me in London. I'm ready to say it again and again. I'm ready to stand at the world stage to say the same thing. Africa has no country yet. We only live in European countries created for us, and we are still trying to find a meaning to those countries. And that's why at some point I said, look, Moses Chombe was the wisest African, the Kadanga leader who said he wanted his own country. It had nothing to do with the rest of the Congo because he does not know those people in the northern part. They don't speak the same language. The only thing that binds them together is the Belgian language that most of them don't speak. Why do you have to force a country to become one? Okay, look at the Congo. From 3 months after independence, there had been peacekeeping force up till the United Nations is even thinking of disbanding the peacekeeping force because they have spent so much money pretending to keep peacekeep, whichever way. Has it resulted into anything? And yet the Congo is one of the richest places in the world. And we'll look at the poverty level of the people because they don't have an identity. My identity is Yoruba. So I want a nation called a Yoruba nation to emerge. My identity is not Nigeria. Nigeria is a marketplace that was abandoned and were warned that they were leaving. It's our president that is keeping the country together. We didn't listen. Balewa in his own self was wise enough to say that he did not want a central government. He wanted just cooperation and each person to control his army, his police, and his foreign services. And no central government. It's in his book. That book is over there. And it's also in Collier Motoshaw's book. And it's also in the archives here, in the British Library. These facts I'm sharing with you because as a student of yours, I've tried to go and find out those truths. It is because of me and you and me that I'm saying what I'm saying. We should not be scared of the fact that we really don't have a country that we can call our own. We are living in a trading post. It was abandoned. And before they left, they have always put in what I call a disclaimer that whatever happens, I will call our Oshio. Lugard said, describe the three major peoples of Nigeria. I won't say tribes, that's wrong. Three major peoples of Nigeria said, for the Fulanis, they are a nuisance and a menace for to anyone that seems to associate with them. That's in Lugard's final report in 1919. And to the Yorubas, they are very seminar and jovial, hardworking. And to the Igbos, he described them as, if you give them power, they will want to aggregate it all to themselves. That's Lugard's decision. Check the records. I'm not lying.
And Yoruba are still hardworking up to today.
I'm very seminar. Faji, that's what Lugard, and then they will ignore danger. And they want to bear no mama so. Until to bear to mamu. We have to wake up and change. What I'm saying even concerns the rest of Africa. We are not developing. There was one young girl, very brilliant young girl, who made a speech on one YouTube video when she was she has so many degrees, she's been to several schools and all that. She was analyzing the level of wealth that Africa has. But one thing she did not mention was the people.
Wow.
The people is more important than the wealth. The wealth will not stand up to make the people. The people have to make the wealth work for them. And if you don't open the door to those who are going to exploit your wealth wrongly, they will not come in. If you are negotiating, always negotiate for your people, not for yourself, which is what most Africans don't do. And when there is a mineral found in their country, they now pose themselves as the owner, whereas it belongs to some people's original ancestral land. That's the mistake all Africans are making. And then when they sign an agreement, they go and drive those people off the land. Unfortunately, it's the African who signed it. Is it the fault of the white man who wants some products? They are traders. Why can't we trade at par with them to benefit us? That's what we are missing. Most of us are not thinking. I praise our Lord for seeing the pain of our people in the 50s free health service, free education, road development, industrial estates, some farm settlements like the Apoje, the Fasholas, and all that. And then trade centers, hide and screen schools in our way. Many other places. Where are they all now? That could have given employment to a lot of young men and women who are just running around. You get to Lagos, you just see, oh my God, it's sad to say. And the young men, some of them, they come across some money. Maybe they are doing some of these Yahoo things, which they shouldn't have been doing. You know, to some advantage. Some of them who did it in London here were converted to do some honest work for Scotland Yard. They became experts in identifying fraud for the Scotland Yard. I know of that. But that's just a drop in the ocean. There's so much we can do. We can do our railways. We can do our waterways. We can construct good roads that will not spoil. Roads are made to last for about 40 years before you start doing any major repairs. You can check the records from construction technology. And then there's a cost value. When a road is made to last for 60 years, the cost is overestimated. The average cost value is 40 years. Check the records. And bridges are made to last about 120 years before any major repairs. What's happening to our Third Milan Bridge that was constructed out of fraud, out of spite of the South after our school? Please make that bridge. It was suspended, most of you know, for years. They did not complete it. And because of Oka school, they now rushed and completed. What is happening to it now is wiggy-woggy. I just hope people are not on it when it finally falls off. They've been repairing it. Lagosians, wake up the reality. The election is not for you. Your future is in your hand in Yoruba land. Forget the pennies you are giving. Don't mortgage your future anymore. And to our Obas, I beg them, don't think of what I get, even if it has to take a temporary suffering when we are changing over to a new nation. Bear it for the glory of our ancestral origin. Alalewa, bear that pain. I don't blame you, but see the truth that you need your homeland back. Nigeria is not our homeland. It was constructed as a marketplace, and the owners have abandoned it, and we are trying to make a meaning of nonsense. And we are allowing some people to ride hotshot over us. They are killing our people, maiming our people, capturing our people, asking for ransom, and selectively our officers in the Nigerian Army are being eliminated one by one. I heard recently that some of the retired officers have been forced to hand over their guns.
I had that too, which is a shame.
So it's a dangerous move, because when you disarm a people, it's just like what Hitler did. Read through some of the postings. When a people are disarmed, they are easy to conquer, except when the people have alternatives. And that is why I'm begging all the others to wake up to the reality. You don't need the Abuja largesses for your future. You don't need it, because you have to protect your land. Àfi tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ pé ẹ jẹ ọba bọ́n ṣe ń jẹ ọba. Àwọn tí ò bá tí ìjọba bọ́n ṣe ń jẹ ọba, wọ́n á padà lọ jẹ ọba, because we need them in our land, and they are the passage to our land. Do you want to lose your origin in your quest to protecting Nigeria for the Fulanis? 10,063 years of our lives. Do we really want to disappear into nothingness? Some boys phoned me who I know from Nigeria, asking to see if they could run away to here. And some who don't know people are trekking the desert. Out of my 100 that trek the desert, maybe less than 5% get to Tripoli, and they get into the dingy boats. Maybe less than 2% arrive on the shores of Europe. Is that what will continue to lose the souls of our young ones? And look at our air. Our air is polluted with the blood and souls of the departed, who should not have gone at the time they have gone. And you know what has resulted? The spiritual connection of us to the high powers is being lost. Don't you know that they have a spiritual connection for the continuity of the Yoruba race? Do we find them again?
No.
Are we going to allow this to continue? When we stretch our hands in those days,
Lékeleke gbà mí léke o àyànfẹ́.
your finger.
Yes.
Don't you know the meaning? You just think it's a joke. It's not a joke. It's a spiritual connection of it is white to show that you are the children of light.
About some few weeks ago, I did a show called The Spiritualism, Yoruba and its Deep Spiritualism, in which we talk about so many things and so many things. I try to expose so many things.
That is what it is. There are many things around us that we are forgetting. We are not Nigerians. We are Yoruba people. In Yoniwa. Even some countries, like in Ukraine, they did some programs analyzing the Yoruba race, and that they are the only people that have involved to be called Eniyan. Do we want to lose that spiritual connection with the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth and the universe? And that's the basis of our Ifa. The highest kind of spiritual mathematics. What is wrong with us? The pennies that dropped from the tables in Abuja, is that what will sustain our future? It is not. Please, I'm appealing to every Yoruba soul worldwide, those of us who have left the shores of Africa, because I won't say Nigeria, because Nigeria never existed those days. It only came on stream in 1914, and the word only came to be used in 1898, even though it was first of all written in a paper in 1897. I'm appealing to all Yorubas in Brazil, in the Caribbean, in Mexico, in Southern America, everywhere in the world, to stand up and see that they have a place of origin. Ile-Ife.
Wow. That was very, very deep, sir. Baba, I want to thank you for tonight. It's been a wonderful time to have you back on the show. When are you available again, sir?
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah, today is Wednesday.
Yeah, Thursday.
You're available tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Baba will come back again tomorrow, but it will not be this late, because I want the people in England to enjoy the show a little bit as well. The people in Europe to enjoy the show. This show I've been mainly enjoyed by the people in America. they are the one who is very, very much awake now. I'm not saying that nobody in Europe is enjoying this, or England is enjoying, or back in Africa is enjoying this, but it's more people from American hemisphere are the one enjoying it most. So Baba will be back tomorrow by the grace of God. I want to thank you all for listening to Baba. I'm gonna let Baba go now while we talk about this Abba remedy stuff that has been eating the market.
Àwọn èèyàn mi kò sẹ́ni tó béèrè question ni àbí ṣé mo kàn sọ̀rọ̀ ni àbí àwọn èèyàn gbọ́ mi ṣá.
They might want to ask questions. I want to leave question till tomorrow. Let's leave the question till tomorrow so that we can have more people asking questions tomorrow.
All right.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín tẹ́ farabalẹ̀ gbọ́ mi o. And I hope pé nǹkan tí mo sọ ó bóyá òótọ́ dẹ̀ ni o bóyá irọ́ ni o ẹ bá mi máa sọ lọ́la. Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè kó jí wa re o.
Àmín.
Àtàwọn tó ti wà ní ẹnu iṣẹ́ ní Japan ọ̀rẹ́ mi àti Australia tó wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ń sìn kó máa yáṣẹ́ o.
Ẹ ṣé sà.
Tó wà ní Canada bóyá tó ti lọ sùn. Mo kí gbogbo wọn àti àwọn tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n tají tó dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi. Ẹ má bínú pé ó pẹ́ kí n tó tún yọjú sí yín o. So ó dàbọ̀ náà.
Ẹ ṣé sà. Baba, mo really appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. That was Pa Alex Ajala, our lecturer, who always give it to us undiluted, fully fledged lesson we have enjoyed from Baba today. I am so inspired. I've learned a lot. I've listened to a lot, and I'm happy that I'm part of this show. So everybody, if you're in Baltimore, if you're in Canada, the Abba remedy are there now from the agent. The Baltimore, and if you're in Canada as well, there's another gentleman who I'm introducing tonight. He is in Chicago. He's taking over Chicago area from sometimes next week by the grace of God. So let's go for a quick break, and when we come back, we will continue discussing all these things. See you shortly. Again.
Heritage ti dé. Abba remedy ló sọ pé àìsàn ní ṣe wá. Ṣọ́múròrò àwọn ká pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dá o. Orí fífọ́ ò dáa. Máa ń pa wá ó ṣe kókó fámọ́. Diabetes ò dáa. Rúmọ́lẹ́gùn ò dára káyé má bá wọn jà o.
Àbí o kàlàfíà àwọn máa ti fíafíà o. Ilé iṣẹ́ Abba remedy ṣe ń fọn rẹ̀ ẹ̀ pé ká tọ́jú ara wa pẹ̀lú àwọn òògùn ìbílẹ̀ tiwantiwa. Egbògi ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pọ́nbélé tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fáwọn onírúurú àìsàn bíi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru, high blood pressure, ìtọ̀ ṣúgà, diabetes, ẹ̀fọ́rí túlù, migraine, àwọ̀ká, arthritis, nárùn, body inching, ṣàmúlòrò àtẹ̀dá tó dààmú àwọn obìnrin. Yorùbá natural Abba remedy ló lè yanjú ẹ̀. Manpower ọkùnrin làdá tó ń fáwọn ọkùnrin lágbára láti ṣojú ṣe wọn lọ́dọ̀ àwọn aya wọn. Ọ̀sẹ̀ àánú náà wà Mercy Soap fún gbogbo ẹni tó fẹ́ràn àánú gbà. Abba remedy láti lè ṣe Heritage TV London. Ẹ lè rí àláwọ̀ àdírẹ́sì tó ń kọjá lójú wòran yìí tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè nọ́mbà yìí +44 777 8957 893. Lè ṣe Heritage TV London ló ń pariwo wípé àìsàn àtàrùn onífàgọ́ ara wa ṣe bùgbé o.
Rúmọ́lẹ́gùn ò dára káyé má bá wọn jà o.
Are you looking for an online tutoring solution for maths and English? TutorSpace reaches your primary schoolers, your gifted 11+ers and your astute A-levelers. TutorSpace is the online learning tutoring solution where support comes to you, wherever and whenever you need it most. TutorSpace is the trusted way to find a tutor. Tuition spaces now available at the highest standards, striving for academic excellence. Students' exams passed at top UK schools. View some of our top independent school entrance success stories on Instagram at Remote TutorSpace. Contact us to book your child's free 1-hour maths and English assessment today. Even if You just want to know what level your child is currently working at without taking up tuition. Call us directly on 0208 004 8998 or visit our website www.remotetutorspace.com for more info. Tutorspace, striving for educational excellence.
Hello, and welcome back. Three things there: Abaremeji, Heritage, and Tutors Space. For those people that want to make sure their children go to a proper school and learn English and maths. What we want to talk about is that we have all these things that we've been talking about, these things that have been performing miracle among our people. Hello. If you are somebody who has buy my Abba Remedy, I don't want people that call and testify before. I want new people to call and testify whether it's good or whether it's bad. If it's bad, say it. Yes, maybe because of the amount of work I have to do, I haven't sent things out to you as soon as possible. Maybe I haven't done that. Or maybe you've sent me some messages. I haven't. Is there any of the Abba with Ebutemeta restaurant in Woolwich? In Plumstead, they have all the things in Plumstead. And the good thing about it is that we added more. We've added so much to it because people were telling us things and we're providing solutions to it. And God is faithful. And when I mean faithful, He tells us things during our sleep, like a dream. And we try and push whatever God tells us. We try and push it out. I'm going to show you a video. I'm the one that recorded that video, but it was a shame I didn't record it properly because this is not the way I normally record a video. But I'll still show it to you because I'll still manage to show it. But before I come to that, there's something I want you to listen to. For you to know that it seems we're going in the right direction. And by the grace of God, we will get there. No matter what happens, we will get there. I want you to listen to this audio quickly.
You're listening to Focus on Africa on the BBC World Service. I'm Paul Bachmeda. To Kenya now, where a legal team acting for the leader of the Nigerian separatist movement, the Indigenous People Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, have filed a constitutional petition at the High Court in Nairobi. They want the Kenyan government held accountable for extraditing Mr. Kanu to Nigeria. The Kenyan government has denied involvement. The jailed IPOB leader is facing treason charges. Professor George Wajakoya is the lead lawyer. He told me more.
We filed a petition today against the Kenyan government and various actors in this case for the unconstitutional and unlawful removal, which denied our clients, which was engineered by the respondents through abduction, denial of fair administrative action, and in violation of human rights of Nnamdi Kanu.
Do you have evidence?
Yes, we do.
How long does the Kenyan government have to respond?
We are filed in court, we are serving the other respondents, and then from there we take on. It's not an issue of the Kenyan government responding, it's a judicial matter in court.
Indeed, but there are a number of days within which the government needs to respond or can respond.
Normally the court has set standards, and since we have gone to a constitutional court, once we file and we serve, then the court will give us a date, which should be within a very short time, because under the certificate of agency.
Certificate of agency meaning?
For the matter to be heard as soon as possible.
Oh, I get you. The Kenyan government has denied extraditing Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. Have you got evidence about it?
Yes, we do. We have copies of his British passport. We have a stamp that indeed this gentleman was in Kenya. We also have evidence of his residence and apartment. We also have evidence that he was actually in Nairobi hospital on a particular day, treated by a doctor that we have his names. We also have evidence that on the material day, he went to the airport to meet a friend, and that's when he was arrested.
So you're arguing he was basically kidnapped?
Definitely he was kidnapped, yes.
Kanu is a British national. Why are you not filing the case in the United Kingdom?
First of all, that's a very good question. And that's why we are also wondering why the Kenyan government, based on the evidence that we have of his British passport, based also in the inquiries that we have made, that he renounced his Nigerian citizenship, why on earth would Kenyan government deport a British subject to Nigerian territory? That's what you want them to tell us.
Does Kenya have an extradition treaty with Nigeria?
They are members of our International Extradition Convention, yes, which Nigeria and Kenya are signatory.
So technically they could extradite him if there was a genuine reason?
Definitely, yes, but then extradition and rendition are two things. Extradition has to follow due process. You can't just pick up somebody and throw him in a plane. That's barbaric and it's forbidden. It's outlawed by international law, even by our own constitution.
Now, Mr. Kanu is already in Nigeria and facing charges of criminal conspiracy, intimidation, and membership of an illegal organization. Will this development affect his case, if at all?
If they're trying a Nigerian national, certainly. But if they're trying a British national, not at all. That's an abuse of due process for a Nigerian court to try a British citizen who has no connection with Nigeria.
Now, are you acting on behalf of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, or is just your own volition?
I've been given instructions by his family in London and his brother in Germany, of which you have affidavits here.
Are they in touch with him? How is he?
We didn't want to go to that direction because there are other lawyers in Nigeria who could answer that question best.
So how long do you think this matter might be resolved?
It's up to the courts to put up the dates, and it's up to the respondents to respond to what we have petitioned the court for. So that is an entirely a process that is within the judiciary, and you have no control over it.
Professor George Wajakoya speaking from Karen near Nairobi.
Okay, thank you guys. I want to appreciate you for staying with me on that one. I really appreciate that. I want to thank you all. That is some information I think is necessary for me to bring to your attention. A lawsuit has sprung up in Kenya by which some lawyers acting on behalf of the family of Nnamdi Kanu are suing the Kenya government for judicial constitution, whatever they call it. I hope they're successful. I hope Kenya has got a proper legal system, because if they do, then there will be some fault in this one. Okay, so if you have bought this medicine of mine, this herbal mixture, if you've bought it before and you've used it, if it's good, please call in and tell us about it. If it's not good, please don't hide it. Make sure you call in to tell the whole world how bad the medicine is. But if you have used it and it's good, please call in and speak to us about it. If it's not good, please call in and speak to us about it. Because one of the things that we think we need to do is to establish the benefit of our own thing. The benefit of our own thing. I'm gonna keep the line open. You can call me on this WhatsApp tonight, because that will make life a little bit easy for you if you want to call me on that WhatsApp. So back to this agent in Canada. We have two people. We have one person. I think we have a call already. Hello, caller. Are you calling to testify to the medicine?
Hello, Ekale, sir.
Ekale, Baba.
Mo fẹ́ comment lórí ìtẹ́mi ti lò náà ọkùnrin làdá.
Wow.
Iṣẹ́ ẹ pé àti pé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi bẹ́ẹ̀ jọ o, ó ní ìbéèrè kan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè o.
Ó yá,
ẹ
tẹ̀síwájú.
Ìbéèrè mi ni pé kí ló dé tẹ́ pé gbogbo àwọn agitator wa, àwọn media unit wa tí wọ́n announce nípa ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà bàbá wa Ìgbòho. Wọ́n announce lórí ẹ̀, wọ́n raise owó láti ní pé kí a lè sanwó lọ́ọ̀yà Mr. Falola.
Okay. nǹkan kì í síbẹ̀ ẹsẹ̀ ẹ̀ràgó ṣé ẹ ṣọ́ pé fẹ́ kí n dáhùn ní ẹ lórí làbí kí n bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ létà lẹ́yìn.
fẹ́ kẹ́ dáhùn ẹ̀ lórí ìlà ni o because nǹkan tí mo béèrè náà àwọn other person náà lè ní orúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ́kàn because ó ń bọ́dà mind mi pé kí là ń ṣe. láti pé torí bàbá Yorùbá nation ni bàbá gbogbo ṣe wà ń bẹ̀ tí àwọn other media unit rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀.
Okay, guys online, the few people I have online tonight, you will be the one to decide whether you want me to answer this. If you want me to answer it, type 1. If you don't want me to answer it, type 9. If you want me to answer that question, type 1. If you don't want me to answer it, type 9. If I have more than 5 9, I will not answer it. I'm being diplomatic enough on this one. But you can vote. Mr. Uncle, you cannot vote on this one. Make sure you don't vote on this one. Yeah? Okay? I'm trying to count numbers. I've got 1 9 already. I got 1 9. There. I've got 1 9. Only 1 9. Sam boy, is that Sambayo? No, you can vote. You ask the question, you cannot vote. So I'm gonna rule out your own vote. I've only got 1 9. I got 2 9. I got 2 9. I got tons of 1 on both lines. I got 3 9. I've got 3 9. I got 4 9. I got 4 9. I got 4 9. Going. Gone. Okay. So it means I'm going to answer it. I got more. Someone sent me a WhatsApp message, but the WhatsApp message came late. Okay. I will answer it diplomatically. Mommy Waibel, somebody asked me a question and said, why are the other agitators not talking about Lawyer Falala's money? And I said, I think I should answer the guy privately, but the guy said, no, I should answer him here. And I said, I'm going to put it through to the audience to decide whether I should answer it online or whether I should not answer it online. The simple fact is that I've been told that it's because it's heritage that orchestrated it. Hello? Hello, can you hear me, sir? Okay. They said it's because heritage is the one that orchestrated it. That is the reason they're not. No, they are not talking about it because it's heritage that orchestrated it, that arranged it. You know, some people, ọ̀rọ̀ mi dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí wọ́n fẹ́ níbi tó ń dárin tó bá dárin náà ta ló máa jó.
wàá lọ gíláfẹ́ ṣe lè dá adé ní pé ká unite kí wàá ní ìtumọ̀ unite tí gbogbo wọn máa ń pariwo oníṣẹ́ wọn.
That is not part of unity. That is not part of unity. Unity is if more than 80% of people unite, then that is unity.
I think we want to discuss the issue in us. We should work together. We should work together.
See, 80% of the people, 80% of people who are working together, that's a pass mark. Even if it's 60% of people who are working together, that is pass mark. We cannot expect everybody to work together. I need to tell you, I need to emphasize that. But the only thing to actually, I don't know how to put this, but Oga will always be master every day, and your antecedent will decide on what happens. Thank God it passed. Thank God the lawyer is working. If he has failed, it will have been an egg in my face. But it cannot be an egg on my face because I actually do consultation, spiritual consultation with my God before I started.
I was one. The same him when you one paru. Why is it that your time goes to share?
Uncle me, ẹ jẹ́ ká ọ̀pọ̀lọ́ níta bá débi ìrò ẹ jẹ́ ká fò ẹ jẹ́ ká fi everybody lẹ̀. Nǹkan tó ní kálukú bá mọ̀ ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kó ní kálukú máa ṣe. Ẹ ṣé sà. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Ọlọ́run á dúró tì yín sà. Thank you. There are some few things we don't need to even. We just have to let it be. Because it makes peace like that. And making peace is very important in life. Have I not been rewarded enough with what I did? Okay. Have I not been rewarded? Maybe because we took Lawyer Falola, we took. I keep saying it's the Yoruba children that took Lawyer Falola. I wasn't clamoring that I took it because it's not my money only. It's your money. I was just fortunate to be the one to orchestrate it, and that is the major thing there. But it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter at all. What matters is at least what we want has been achieved by the grace of God. And every other thing is relevant. Whoever took Lawyer Falola becomes so irrelevant. Whoever contributed becomes relevant. As long as Baba is out. That's what matters most. And between me and you, I think I've been rewarded because I've been rewarded very much. If we took Lawyer Falola and I don't have enough money to pay, then say it's an egg on my face. But you guys are buying my products, you buy my Abba Mexin, you buying my t-shirt, you're giving me video coverage, photographic coverage, so that I have enough money to pay from my own pocket as well. And I want to thank all the people who are stretched out, from Olori, from the people in Canada, from the people in America, from the people in Germany, Italy, France. We didn't take any money from anybody in Nigeria because we want to be very, very secure and safe. That's why we didn't take any money from anybody in Nigeria. Yes, some people in Nigeria offer money, but I said no. We don't want their money. Because we don't want it to be a situation of things in which they will use that to come and say some nonsense later on. Even if they're not going to say nonsense. We just want to be on the safe side. Because I was one not to take money from people in Nigeria. I was one. And that is the most important thing. I keep telling people I'm a very, very spiritual person. Very, very spiritual person. In the church, I do. I'm not ashamed of saying it. I'm not ashamed. The good thing about it is that I call the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth and people see results. People have been, even in the last few months, people have testified and testified and testified and testified to what I'm saying. Babami, you want to say something, sir? 1 second. My prince wants to say something because this is a prince. You can't ignore Prince call. If it's a call from Prince, we have to deal with it. Prince call you and you don't deal with Prince calls, you can go to jail for it. If Prince call and you don't talk to Prince, Prince can send you to jail easily. Prince, if you call me and I don't answer the phone, I know you can send me to jail. So, and I don't want to go to jail. My prince, go ahead, sir.
I can't do that.
Kalesa.
You're my
big brother.
Still, yeah, I might be your brother, but you're my prince.
Yes, sir. So, actually, I just want to say thank you very much for what you are doing.
Thank you for watching it as well.
Wow, this is so awesome. So, I'm not going to talk about what our brother asked, the question that he asked.
Move on.
So, what I want to say is, Igbo actually get in Toronto.
Okay, I have a lady I have a lady in Winnipeg.
Okay.
And if you use it, the Okunrin like that, if you use it, if it doesn't work for you, please call me. I'll refund your money. And you have to be faithful.
Even before I used it, working already.
Hallelujah.
That's right.
The lady is in Winnipeg. We haven't appointed anybody for Toronto yet.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But the lady in Winnipeg can actually send it to you because that is the best option for you. Because I will tell you a number in a second. The lady in Winnipeg, her number is, oh my God, she's going to beat me up now. She's, okay, I find her number. I find her number now. Her number is 204 890 2223.
Okay.
That's the Canadian sales rep. That's the Canadian sales rep. Her name is Abba Remedy. Fumi Abba Remedy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I think that. Yeah.
And she had some stock. I don't know how much she's gonna have left after this show.
No problem.
Because the funniest thing is that the Okunrin Lada has become gold dust, and
that's right.
He has run out completely in London, and we've been waiting for another for about a week now. That's why I haven't come out online. We're working so hard in the lab. They have produced in the UK. We produce them here, and they are all our herbs back home. You understand?
Awesome.
We have, let me tell you what we have. We have arthritis, we have high blood pressure, we have diabetes, we have noro, we have messy soap. We have something called prostate busting and prevention. Prostate busting and prevention. I'm going to talk about that prostate busting and prevention. You need to use that thing like one every 5 years. It's supposed to be one every 10 years, but I have it say one every 5 years. My dad is 90 plus. He told me he's been using this remedy for over 50 years.
Wow.
And he said to me that most of the men that died young, in their 60s, in their 70s, 6 out of 10 of them died as a result of prostate cancer. But people, and I said, but we don't know. He said, people will not say it. People are not saying it. So, if you're a man that wants to live long, you need to look into that. £100 every 5 years. It's a very good investment. Very, very good investment. Right. We have something called Shomuroro, soap and cream, type 1. And we have Shomuroro, soap, type 2. It's only, one is soap and cream, the other one is just soap. We have Edaoberi, soap and cream as well, which is type 1. And we have type 2, which is only soap. We have Okronlada. We have Jedi. Hold on 1 second, Uncle. Let me take this one out so that you can see how fantastic Yoruba people are. 1 second. I'm just going to go and get something for you to have a look at.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. This is our bottle for Jedi or paying Jedi. This is our bottle for it. And it's so well designed that if you buy it, you can't go wrong. Because most of our products are properly tested. You understand? So the lady in Canada, her number is there. I will try and talk about the lady in America and the gentleman the lady in Baltimore and the gentleman in Chicago in a minute. So I will talk about those two people. Thank you very much. Uncle, I will speak to you afterwards.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. These things have been tested, tried and tested, and it's working wonders because we're not leaving anything to chance. We're not leaving anything to chance. The Jedi one, you can use water or gin to do it. Well, whatever you use, you need to leave it for about 5 days before you start drinking it. Yeah. And if you start with water, you must continue with water. If you start with gin, you must continue with gin. You can't use water today and then tomorrow you decide to change to gin. It doesn't work like that. You have to stick to what you start with. Let me go to the in Baltimore, Okunelada. I've just finished. No, I think she said she has one left. No, I think she's out. No, she has one left. So the lady in Baltimore, right? Her number is 443-985-3464. 443. Let's answer this call quickly. Uncle so you can't testify. You can't testify to it.
No.
Okay.
To mention something like any food, say Shomru, tí ó bá ní problem on your knee.
No, obìnrin tí ó bá tètè tí Ọlọ́run bá tètè yọ̀ǹda fún.
Okay.
So yẹn kò pé tí period wọn bá ń bọ̀. Yeah, láti lóyún. Tí period wọn bá ń bọ̀. Oyin wọn máa lé ó máa ṣe bí ìgbà tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bímọ. Right? Ìyẹn náà ń pè ní Shomuroro. So that is that one. What's that?
Yeah, Jedi, woman need the Jedi, sir.
Okay, that should not be a problem. I can send one out to you. It should be daruko yin e shi ma wa ni bi te wa fún about 2 weeks abi.
Mo ma kúrò bí ní October 2nd.
Okay, then I will arrange it for you quickly.
Okay.
So I will arrange it for you.
October to available to send the price everything to me.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that.
All right.
Thank you.
At your shame no.
She be Russia, Russia no tẹ̀lé àbí.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹni pé due to shipping owó tó máa bí shipping.
No, buy Oceano from Okay, buy Oceano from the lady in Baltimore.
Okay.
You can actually call her now. Her number is 443-985-3464.
Okay. Shipping our products you want Nigeria, sir?
No, we're not selling them in Nigeria at the moment. They've been fighting me. There's a gentleman in Toronto that wanted to take it to Nigeria. In Kotia, she tafun one here nítorí pé Africa wata wan bi ba enjoy it first.
Okay.
Africa wata wan bi ba enjoy it first. So, she go ni mo dúpẹ́ o.
Ẹ text number to am Baltimore ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi text.
Ma bá yín text ẹni sin sa. Ma send the same sa. She was that. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. God bless you. Okay. So, that is the lady in Baltimore, 443-985-3464 is our number, the lady in Baltimore. She has nearly everything. There's a little bit of mistake. I didn't send her any 60 capsules. So everybody that needs to buy from her needs to buy 90. They need to buy 90. And And she hasn't got any 60. I didn't know people will buy 60, so I didn't send her any 60. Everything I sent to her is 90. And the funniest thing is that she just texts me to say the things are running. The diabetes, oh, my sister, where have you been? I missed you so much. Where's my mother? How are you? The diabetes one is, but in most cases, high blood pressure tends to cause diabetes. High blood pressure tends to cause diabetes. Tends to. Yeah. It tends to. So it tends to. They tends to go hand in hand as well. Yes, some people don't have high blood pressure, they have diabetes, but it's very rare. I think 80% of people that have diabetes must have had high blood pressure in one way or the other. The best way to combat diabetes and high blood pressure is to run away from too much carbohydrate, run away from rice. Rice should be once rice should be once a week. It shouldn't be once every day, twice a day. It shouldn't be twice a day. It should be once a week. That is the best thing to do, once a week, rice. And if you're gonna eat rice twice a week, try and eat rice with a lot of vegetables. Mixed veg will cure the problem. Eat it with a lot of mixed veg. Okay, so that's the lady in Baltimore. You let me know how much stock you have left. You said you run out of okra ladder. You will get okra ladder next week by the grace of God. My sister Ekaleo, sister Odusoya, how you doing? Okay, there have been some messages here that I haven't read, so I'm sorry if I haven't looked at your message before. Okay, I won't read that. Okay. You know what they said? They said health is wealth. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. You need to look after yourself very well. You need to look after yourself very, very well. That will make your life, you will be fine if you look after yourself, right? And these are so many things. There are so many ways you can look after yourself by spending the little penny on yourself, so that you don't go and spend the mighty pounds or dollars later on, so that you can enjoy your pension for long. Because when you look after yourself like this, you tend to enjoy your pension for a long time. You enjoy your pension. The government will be praying for you to die, and you just refuse to die. Imagine my father lives in England and retired at 55 or 65, and has been collecting pension up for the past 30 years. The government will not be happy because maybe you only put 35 years into service. So yeah. And the way the man is, the man might even live up to 100. I pray there won't be problem in Yoruba land in Nigeria that much that will consume him. Yeah. He might live up to 100. He still drive. He still go to church. Last Sunday I asked him, I was speaking to him. Okay, the gentleman for the Chicago is the one I want to talk about today. The gentleman for Chicago. He hasn't got the stock yet. It'll probably be like next week Friday before he get the stock. His number is 414-899-3334. 333. 414-899-3334. The funniest thing is that what people have been doing. No, we have the diabetes one, auntie. We have the diabetes one. We have that. We definitely. Okay, we have the diabetes one, so I will probably send yours out to you tomorrow. Right. I'll try and send it out to you tomorrow. Let me just dump this thing on my sister quickly. Okay. Okay. I've just done that. You asked for it and you have it already. Adekunle Adebaba Ade from New York. I have done my part over here, but going back to Texas tomorrow by God's grace. You live in Texas? Mr. KP, you live in Texas. Wow. Wow. How are the bushes? That's the land of cowboys. Anyway, you told me you have a gun anyway. So I know the good and the bad. The good, the bad, and the ugly comes from that area. Which one are you? The good or the bad one? Guys, I want to appreciate you all for being here for me tonight. Opaye, I have breast cancer as well. I haven't mentioned that. I have breast cancer. And I'm willing for anyone to try this one out. If you know anybody that have breast cancer, I will send them something. They can try it and see how it is. Don't let us talk about it anymore. Don't let us talk about that one anymore, about the lawyer. Don't let us talk about the lawyer anymore. Please, my brother or my sister, don't let us talk about the lawyer. So that will make it easier. That will make it easier. That will make it very, very easier, because sometimes we're not going to win. So, and if we're not going to win, why engage in the fight initially? Why engage in the fight initially? It's good to call a spade, but the spade is getting a lawyer out. That's the biggest spade I can call, getting the lawyers out. Right? Any other thing is, there's nothing bad in talking about it, but sometimes I just look at it and I said, well, you guys are fantastic. You're doing me proud. You understand? You're doing me proud by supporting me, by making sure that you to me and all the other stuff. And like you could to me now. And then by then you could to me, what can I do? Me. Every other thing is minor. You understand? Every other thing is completely minor and is very, very much relevant. The gentleman from +39, I'm sorry I haven't dealt with your invoice, because the reason being that I'm trying to work out. There's a new rule in Europe now. If you ship anything from the UK to Europe, they try to crucify you with bills. So I'm trying to make sure that we work on that, so that it doesn't. Okay, that is what happens. That is what happens. And what else do I wanted to say? I don't know what else to say now. The good thing about it is that surely goodness and mercy will follow all of us. Okay, I've done that, I've done that. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to respond to some few messages here. I'm sorry for that, for looking right and left. But believe me sincerely, this medicine, they work. And they just only work, they work wonders. They work wonders. Thank you, Auntie. I've seen it. Thank you. That was quick. That was super quick. Thank you for the payment receipt. I'll try and ship it out for you tomorrow. I promise you. Okay. Your payment receipt as well. I'll ship it out for you tomorrow. So the gentleman in California is the one that I need to push. He's going to get his stuff by probably next week, Friday, by the grace of God. And but what I've learned from the lady in Baltimore is that she got her stuff today and she sold half of the stuff already before she get the stuff. People have paid for half of it already before she actually got the stuff. So that might be something that if you're serious about buying what you want to buy, you should buy it, pay them, and let them ship it to you. Okay. The Okunrin ladder has finished from Baltimore now. I'm not sure if the lady, Okunrin ladder is all gone in Baltimore. They don't have any left. Again, she got it today, and all of them has flight today. So, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna get more ships probably by Friday. I'm not sure about tomorrow now. By Friday, latest by Monday. So by next week Friday, everybody should be back. Okunrin should be back in stock. And the good thing about it is that new one is an improved version. And don't say I tell you. Do you not say I told you? A woman can use it as well. The Okunrin, a woman can use it as well. Our mothers, our sisters can use it as well. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. If you use it and you're not happy, please call me and we can work something out. Because it is very important that way. If you use it and for one reason or the other you're not happy about it, please call me. I can do something. I have your address. If I don't have your address, you should beat me. If I don't have your address, you should give me a proper beating. And by the way, you will get it on Friday anyway, Auntie. Auntie B, you will get it on Friday. Okay. Now, so the gentleman in Chicago is... No, okay. They have too much... No, there's two more Okunrin ladder. Only 2 left. I was thinking there's only 1 before. She has 2 left. So your best bet is to call her now for the Okunrin ladder. And the Okunrin ladder initially supposed to be 40 capsules in the bottle. But we change our mind. It's actually 30 capsules in the bottle. Okay. Yes, the Sultan of Sokoto has the right to snub Sanwo-Olu. You know why? Because Sanwo-Olu is not dancing to their tune anymore. Okay, people have ordered the Okunrin ladder, but they haven't paid. So that is why she has 2. And she said it's first come, first serve. If I receive your money, then you've paid. If I haven't received your money, you don't have it yet. So, and remember, it's not Okunrin ladder only you need. You need the diabetes, you need the high blood pressure. Someone was asking me today, how do you prevent stroke from your life? Maybe Sister Bimbo can call. She's a nurse. She can call me and tell me, how do you prevent stroke? If you don't have diabetes, if you don't have high blood pressure, that might be the starting point. And you can actually prevent these things by testing at home. Get the meter to test your blood pressure. Get the meter, the thing they used to prick your hand, and test it as well from time to time. If your blood pressure is over 135 or 140, you need to start getting worried, and then you can start controlling it with these capsules. They are not chemicals. They are our agumo. Agumo lo wa nínú ẹ̀. Agumo lo wà nínú ẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan méjì nínú ẹ̀. Agumo lo wà nínú ẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan méjì nínú capsule yẹn. Agumo lo wà ńbẹ̀. The reason we put it in a capsule is that it's easier to use, number one. Number two, you will not abuse it. You will not abuse it. That is why we've done it that way. Okay. Guys, I want to thank you all for staying with me on the show tonight. Please, the gentleman in Chicago, if you are in the Chicago area, we haven't petitioned the thing yet, but we will petition America very soon. So we will petition America very soon. Okay, I've been told that stroke depends on so many things, not just hypertension. There's so many things. Okra Lada is 20 pounds. 20 pounds. Okra Lada is 20 pounds. Okra Lada is 20 pounds. I'm trying to find the new version of the flyer for the HBP. And this thing's hiding from me. I don't know why it's hiding. It's still hiding. Okay, I couldn't find it. So what I'm going to do, by the way, if you are a fan of Dara Talk Show on Facebook, our Facebook has been messed up with by Facebook because of all this stupid thing they do. But what she's done, she's opened another one. It's called Yeye Dara Global. Please go there, like it, because you won't find out our number on that Yeye Dara anymore. So go, if you are fans of her, please go there. She do good talk. She does. So go there, like the page if you can, please. It's called Yeye Dara Global. Yeye Dara Global on Facebook. Please try and subscribe to our page and like it, and that will make things a little better. So what do you eat apart from rice every day? Ewa is very good. Run away from salt. Run away from sugar. How do you eat food without salt? Put ginger and onion. Ginger and onion is as good as salt. Use the sea salt. Or use it. Reduce salt. There's ewa. There's so many things. Yeah, I'm not saying don't eat it at all. If you want to eat pounded yam, run away from the flour pounded yam. Get the real yam. Where will you get Odo? Where do you get Odo from? You don't need Odo. There's a company called Ninja Kitchen. Ninja Kitchen. Ninja. Ninja Kitchen. Ninja, right? They do something that you can use as a blender for your yam, that you can make your yam from with, and it turns it to yiyon straight away. I've used it and I know exactly how it is, and it does work. It works. Ninja Kitchen. Ninja Kitchen is very good. Yeah, it will turn your real yam into pounded yam. Okra lada is 20 pounds. Okra lada is 20 pounds. No, okra lada, whether it's 40 capsule in there or 30 capsule in there, is still 20 pounds. Okra lada is 20 pounds. Yes, I am sure about that. Okra lada is 20 pounds. Okra lada is 20 pounds. Okay, if you're talking about your money, it won't be $20, oh. It will be what 20 pounds is equivalent to in dollars. In Canadian dollar or US dollar. That is what that one is all about. So it won't be Canadian money. Am I making noise? Okay. I'm just trying to refine this thing for my sister so that I'm trying to make her life easy. You know what surprised me about all these things? They work very well. They do work very, very well. They do work very, very well. They work very well. And it's been proven and proven and proven and proven and proven all over and all over and all over again. Because we test it. And we spend so much time in the lab testing it as well. I won't tell you how much testing that goes into these things. But between me and you, I can tell you categorically that so much testing goes into these things. And it does work. It works. It does work. So, guys, I'm going to be ending the show here. Pray for me that we can finish producing the okunada tomorrow. Then we can ship them on Friday. They are actually new, improved. They are improved. Let me get one of the bottles here. 1 second, yeah. So on the bottle you can see it is lacking resolution, I think. You can see it properly anyway. People that wants to be people that wants to be we advertise it. People contact me from time to time that they need this medicine, and then we try and produce it, and we said, can they test it? They said they want to test it, and then when they tested it and we see how it goes, that is why we know these things work very well. If you are in England, and if you are in Liverpool, if you are in Birmingham, if you are in Manchester, and you want to be an agent, please come back to me, and then we take it from there. I'm going to be ending the show here. I want to thank you. Next week, I will have plenty of time. I will probably see you every day next week, by the grace of God, because I'm not going to work next week. So I will have plenty of time for us to be together next week. I have to take some time off work so that we can do more things together. After the show, you can send me a message on this WhatsApp number. For the next 10-15 minutes, I can actually speak to you, and then we can take it from there. I want to thank you all, everybody. I want to thank you all. Please try not to call me until about 1:55. Try not to call me for another 12 minutes after the show so that I can speak to this gentleman that needs to be spoken to as a matter of urgency. His own call is so important. that I need to speak to him very, very soon. We've changed our account details as well. If anybody wants to send us money for any product, don't pay into the old account number. We've changed it to Rand, and we're using a different account now. So please contact me if you need the new account details, and then we take it from there. My doctor is calling. Daddy Bishop is calling. Daddy, I haven't worked on your product. Out of stock a little bit, Sabi. Yes, I've just mentioned we are out of stock. Yeah, but by tomorrow or Friday, I should be shipping them again, sir.
Okay, again, orders me, yes.
I did get them.
Okay, send this to me, then I will just transfer the money to you, whatever it comes to.
No problem at all, sir.
Okay, I'm not worried about it. Mo guess will address me,
Mo address, sir.
Okay, ever me send. Then direction one, Lara Bugwe.
Oh, Lara Bugwe, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No problem at all, sir.
Now, Iru Okun la die.
Ben, sir.
Say anyone lolelo.
Anyone Okun to bring both of them lolelo. Who are Lara need new but to know only
about let's work out pẹ̀lú obìnrin náà. Heritage nìkan ló lè ṣe wonder.
He improved libido or libido or whatever they call it, sir. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn, sir. Libido.
Okay. Yeah. What about erection issues and things like that?
This one will fix erection. Or like that will fix that.
Okay.
And if if it's a chronic one, they can call me on a 1-to-1, and I can ask them some free question. And if they ask me some free question, if I ask them some free question, if to pass in continue below money or share the Osher is premium, and they can use the Osher for about a week or so. They will be so surprised. They will be so surprised, sir.
Money case come at hand.
Yes, sir.
What I put category low force.
Okay.
Want you low a few of these
This one, the Osher to Monisa. I have Osher con. The Osher is expensive. It's about £100 for a 20 ml bottle. But I can guarantee you that it works. Somebody will be coming on the program sometimes next week to testify. Okay, no problem at all, sir.
All right. With all the directions and things.
No problem at all, sir. No problem at all, sir.
You know.
No problem at all, sir. It will be Monday or Tuesday, sir. Like Baralong, sir.
Let my ship
in Monday. It will get to you on Tuesday. Timba in Friday, it will get to you on Monday, Daddy.
Okay. She Oma Toby 90 days supply.
The Konito 90 days, sir, because they know 90 capsules low and bare. It's about a month's supply.
Okay, so be 3 times a day, normal.
Sometimes 3 times a day, depending on your depending on the level of power. Sometimes 2 times a day. And Ogun can shape your stay sorry forever and never.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Amanika monitor blood pressure one at arthritis one at kini one. So somebody report lole.
Diabetes,
yeah.
Diabetes.
After about a month, they can start cutting down on it. Someone test. They must test regularly.
Okay.
Fix it, sir.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
All right. Make sure with diabetes, last week. Okay.
No problem at all, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir. God bless, sir.
Put here together. Send message to me.
Ben, sir.
I will just put the money in the account, whatever the account is.
No problem at all.
If your account you know, so I'll just transfer it for you. What's wala?
Doctor.
Go to send me see me.
I send as a priority.
Now, Anthony Dokunlada o desperate gone so. If your share see,
okay, my sister.
If your share see.
My sister. My sister.
All right.
God bless her. Bye.
Could there be age limit?
Could age limit, sir?
Okay.
Could age limit, sir?
All right.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Now, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation.
Ben, sir.
Ṣé professor wà ní New York báyìí àbí?
No, wọ́n lọ sí New York. Ṣé mo pé wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú bàbá Sunday Igboho. Wọ́n ní ó dìgbà tí wọ́n bá fi Sunday Igboho sílẹ̀ káwọn tó kúrò ní Benin Republic. That is why wọ́n ṣe lọ sí New York.
Mo ṣe wọn náà máa lọ ṣe presentation kan ní UN.
Nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ fún wa tẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn bọ̀ later náà sọ pé nítorí pé Sunday ṣì wà ní wọn bàbá ní my son is in Benin Republic, so why should I leave him to go anywhere?
Okay, ṣé wọ́n rán yàn lọ ṣá?
I think so.
Because of the meeting tí wọ́n fẹ́ take opportunity yẹn, ó yẹ kán rán yàn lọ.
Mo believe pé wọ́n máa rán yàn lọ sà. Mi mọ kúlẹ̀kúlẹ̀ yẹn bọ̀ mo believe pé wọ́n máa rán yàn lọ.
Ẹ bá find out, I would like to know these things.
Ẹ máa find out.
Ẹ kán rán yàn lọ.
I find out fún yóò against Ọlá.
And then Igbo's case. Ṣé lawyer yẹn perform ṣàti French guy yẹn?
He is seriously performing, sir. Alágbára Ọlọ́run a máa gbọ́ good news láìpẹ́ yìí.
Okay, ìgbà náà máa resume wọ́n ní wọ́n wà on holiday àbí nǹkan kan àwọn George.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir, wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn náà gbọ́. Màá bá ṣe tán màá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀.
Okay.
Bá ṣe tán lórí ètò màá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ sir.
All right.
Ẹ ṣé doctor. God bless sir.
Yeah, ciao.
Mo dúpẹ́ o. Okay, diabetes, we have 90 capsules for £30, and we have 60 capsules for £20. We have 90 capsules for £30 and 60 capsules for £20. That is what the price of diabetes is right now. Guys, I'm going to be ending it here. I will see you tomorrow. Like I said, yeah, the lady, she's fantastic. She's packing. What she did in Baltimore, they call something bins, BINS, yeah, tiny box, yeah. They just put everybody's thing there. Everything is ready, and she's been shipping things a lot today. So many things is gonna go out first thing in the morning or later on. I think it's too late to go out today, but so many things will go out to so many people tomorrow. So by Friday, Monday, you are all KP. Yeah, she's fantastic. She knows her stuff. And, she's an happy customer. She bought the product and used it and called me after by a week and said, "Uncle, how did you do this thing? This thing works." And I said, "Yes, it's supposed to work." She said, not every medicine works, but this one works. And I said, "How did you know?" She said, we get it tested. And all the people in my circle want it. So can I start selling it, please? And then we now agree to say she can start selling. And that is how she started selling. And that's how she becomes an agent. So she's an happy customer. She actually tested it. And it works for her. So if it works for her, it can work for anybody. It can work for anybody. If it works for her, it means it can work for anybody. I want to thank you all for your effort. I want to thank you all for your wisdom. I want to thank you all for making things work for me. It is well with you. Until tomorrow, when I come your way again. Uncle. You've hijacked someone else's thing. Not your uncle. But well, you first come, first serve, she said she's gonna do. So I won't I won't say you've done anything. You haven't done anything wrong. Okay. Okay, I won't show your identity. No, I won't show your identity. I'll actually speak to you after the show. Don't worry. I'll speak to you after the show. Okay, guys. This is my uncle. This my uncle is getting two. Instead of getting one, you're not going to use the two at a time. She's supposed to sell one to you and sell one to another person. Okay, I understand you, sir. I understand that. KP, I understand that quite well. Thank you very much for that. Guys, until tomorrow, like I said, I'm off work. So I will have time to come to you throughout next week. Tomorrow is my last day at work. Till after the rally. The rally in Peckham. The rally in Trafalgar Square. The rally in so many places. Be part of it. The t-shirt, the black t-shirt will be back on sales from Monday. We have the black t-shirt. Will be on sales from Monday. If you want one. If you don't wear black, don't worry. We have navy blue for you as well. We have navy blue. So, because I know some people don't wear black. So, that's why we decided to say we're going to have the navy blue for it as well. I believe the price is probably going to be £15 or less. It won't be more. It's going to be £15 or less. It won't be more. The Oreo Loco on it will be bigger. It will be a bigger Oreo Loco. It will be bigger Oreo Loco, bigger than this. It will be bigger Oreo Loco and the star. There's no way we won't have Oreo Loco in our products. There's no way. We will always have Oreo Loco. If you want a t-shirt without Oreo Loco, unless it's a brand we're not putting Oreo Loco on. If it's a brand we're putting Oreo Loco on, for your preference, you don't like Oreo Loco, please, we will not sell to you. We won't. It's our culture. It's our identity. We're not going to throw it in the bin. We won't sell things that's supposed to have Oreo Loco to you if you don't like Oreo Loco. We will not sell that product to you at all. You can only buy a product. Maybe you can buy Yoruba Moluabi. It has no Oreo Loco. But everything we sell that's supposed to have Oreo Loco, we will not take Oreo Loco out for you under any circumstances. So, I think it might not be a good idea to even ask in the first case. Guys, I love you. I love you and I love you. Like I said, you're not my fans. You are my family. Without you, I'm nobody. You're just fantastic people. At this time of the night, you stick with me. Even though you didn't know I'm going to be out and you saw me out, you decided to come and look at me. You decided to come and listen to my para. The first time one of my sisters mentioned para, I didn't understand what para is. You know, I'm not a street boy. Yeah, I was thinking, what is para? I was thinking about it. I don't think my wife would know what the meaning of para. We don't know what para means. But now we know what para means. So, guys, good night. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Fire.
heritage ti dé. Aba Remedy ló sọ pé àìsàn ní ṣe wá. Ṣọ́múròrò àwọn ká pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dá o. Orí fífọ́ ò dáa. Man power ó ṣe kókó fọ́mọkùnrin. Diabetes ò dáa. Rúmọ́lẹ́gùn ò dára káyé má bá wọn jà o.
àbí o kàlàfíà àwọn máa di fíafíà o. nílé iṣẹ́ Aba Remedy ṣe ń fọnrẹ́rì ẹ̀ pé ká tọ́jú ara wa pẹ̀lú àwọn òògùn ìbílẹ̀ tiwantiwa. egbògi ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pọ́nbélé tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fáwọn onírúurú àìsàn bíi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru high blood pressure ìtọ̀ ṣúgà diabetes ẹ̀fọ́rí túlù migraine àwọ̀ká arthritis nárùn body inching ṣọmúlọ́rọ̀ àtẹ̀dá tó dààmú àwọn obìnrin Yorùbá natural Aba Remedy ló lè yanjú ẹ̀. Man power ọkùnrin làdá tó ń fáwọn ọkùnrin lágbára láti ṣojú ṣe wọn lọ́dọ̀ àwọn aya wọn. ọ̀sẹ̀ àánú náà wà Mercy Soap fún gbogbo ẹni tó fẹ́ ra àánú gbà. Aba Remedy láti lè ṣe Heritage TV London. ẹ lè rí àláwọ̀ àdírẹ́sì tó ń kọjá lójú wòran yín yìí tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè nọ́mbà yìí +44 777 8957 893 lè ṣe Heritage TV London ló ń pariwo wípé àìsàn àtàrùn onífàgbọ́ ara wa ṣe bùgbé o.
Rúmọ́lẹ́gùn dára káyé má bá wọn jà o.
Are you looking for an online tutoring solution for maths and English? Tutorspace reaches your primary schoolers, your gifted 11+ers, and your astute A-levelers. Tutorspace is the online learning tutoring solution where support comes to you, wherever and whenever you need it most. Tutorspace is the trusted way to find a tutor. Tuition spaces now available at the highest standards, striving for academic excellence. Students' exams passed at top UK scores. View some of our top independent school entrance success stories on Instagram at Remote Tutorspace. Contact us to book your child's free 1-hour maths and English assessment today, even if you just want to know what level your child is currently working at without taking up tuition. Call us directly on 0208 004 8998 or visit our website www.remotetutorspace.com for more info. Tutorspace, striving for educational excellence.
Heritage TV. Heritage TV.
Everybody in London, have you heard that Heritage Television has come up with something new? All your functions and celebrations can now be multi-camera live stream that was only reserved for the rich and famous. Having a function in London can be viewed clean and clear immediately from any part of the world. Trust Heritage TV to give you a better reach. Heritage Television also does photography that will make you the envy of all your friends and family. Heritage Television is the best. All your functions like birthdays, funerals, weddings, church anniversaries or harvest. Heritage Television is the master. We are in the heart of London with an ultra-modern equipped studio. You can call us on 020 800 46100 or email us info@heritagetv.co.uk or mobile 0734 1234 560. Heritage Television will do you proud.